What's up, Wes? Please tell me you can hear me. Jeez. I'm using my old mic stand too, and it's struggling. It's different with all like professional equipment. What's up, Cornborn? What are you working on next for a video? Cornborn, I saw your post about streaming. I think you'd be a good streamer. I think you have a good personality for it. Sorry, I got technical difficulties going on. Audio's good? Cool. Look at this. Look at this. This is just collapsed. Shit! Sorry, guys. Give me a sec. What's up, Miss Echo? Okay, it was my fault. All right, cool. Resident Evil 4? That's cool. I've never played the Resident Evils. I'm kind of a scaredy cat. Not a real livid stream without technical difficulties, indeed. All right. We're almost there. Drink of choice today. Ghost Sour Green Apple. Okay, now we can get started. So I've been doing a hardcore character. This is not the beginning. I'm pretty far down the line, in fact. But I've recorded. You're kind of seeing like the last third of gameplay. I've recorded most of it. Right now, I'm doing the main kind of missions for Caesar, or Kaiser. In the video, in the script, I'm making sure I say Kaiser. You know, I gotta role play. I'm a giant baby, and the only reason I covered it was because someone super chatted me. $10 to play it. You'd be surprised how scary it is. Just not scary. It is just grotesque. Got you. That's funny. Not like I'm some big streamer, but I've always said look, yeah, it was $10, but I think when, first of all, giving a smaller YouTuber or streamer $10 is like, that's really nice. So I get it. But also, I remember when I first started streaming, I used to stream like kind of full time. And, when I first started, you know, I grew pretty quickly for someone just starting. And some people, this one guy specifically asked me like, oh, how'd you grow like that? Like, I've been streaming for like 2 years. This guy didn't have a camera. And then I was like, hey, I'll check out your stream after my stream and I'll see maybe if I can, because this guy was in my stream all the time. So I felt like I'll help him. And then he never paid attention to his chat. And what I'm trying to say is like treating your people who actually take time out to watch you as you're a small streamer, treating them like kings and queens. That's like my advice, because when I first started streaming, I was just excited to have like one person watching my stream and talking to me in chat. So if somebody gives you $10 and you want to like hook them up with the video or do something that they suggest, I think that's a good route to go. Speaking of doing originals and remakes, oh my God, I am tortured by, I don't know if you guys saw my post about, you know, there's like 3 series I'd like to do, all turn-based JRPGs. Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy, Persona. And There are so many versions of all of those games, and I'm tortured by like, which one do I do? Which one will people be happy with? With the Persona, I've talked to a few experts, and they were like, "You're never gonna make anybody happy with which Persona game you play." I was like, "God damn it!" Yeah, Cornborn, you got it, bro. You're gonna do fine. Do you qualify as a king or queen? Whatever you want. You can be whatever you want. If you notice the enemies are flailing when I hit them, it's because I have Super Slam. Super Slam. When you hit them, they can sometimes fall down. And it's good because basically it's a KO. Because they fall down and they don't have enough time to get back up and do anything to me. I just gotta kill them quick. God damn it. Trying to stream Persona games may also present a challenge in their sheer length. So, Echo, that's a great point. I've always said, you guys, like, Echo and Wes, you've been around long enough. I always say that. There's, like, certain games I know not to stream. Persona, I'm not going to stream. Because exactly what you were saying. And I knew that. There's some games it's not even that it wouldn't be a great streaming game. It's just that, like, with Persona, there's certain games where like I want to be enthralled with the game and I want to like really get into it and like for example, Cornborn talked about Resident Evil. People have suggested that to me. My girlfriend really wants me to play Resident Evils and play scary games because that's what she likes. And those I will stream. I think it's not Wes, it's Eon Kane who really wants me to play like Subnautica and some other scary games on stream. I'm totally fine doing that on stream. Because the best part is, like, I never have to fake anything. Not that I ever would. I'm a legitimate man. But, I'm a scaredy cat, too. So you'll be getting reactions that are authentic. Echoes the king queen. Oh, speaking of Echo, I forgot who it was. It might have been Wes. Somebody thought you were a girl anyway, Echo, so be whatever you want. Dude, it's the internet. You can be who you want to be. Oh, I think they were joking, but somebody called me, they called me woke because I talked about Caesar's Legion. I was like, oh, they hate women, and but that's the truth. That they do. Fallout's such a good game from stream because there is just unlimited content. Yeah. You know, I'm so late to the game, and like there's those channels that would do runs, you know, on Fallout where you choose like a style to play or a faction to go down. This is my first one, and it's nothing special. I basically just like and the video is like written and like I'm trying to be funny. Like for example, I justify the attack. I do the attack on Goodsprings for the Powder Gangers. And I justify it by claiming they bullied me. But yeah, I agree with you. There's a lot of content. Because, like, for example, I could do this video, like a hardcore legionary. I've never done a legion run, and I've never done hardcore, so I'm doing both in this video. And then after this, if I want to do another Fallout run, depending on how good this video does, I thought about Fallout 3 as like a pyromaniac, and I can also do that same concept in Fallout New Vegas as well. God damn, hey! When I'm done with this vault, I have to write a little bit. I like to write as I go for these videos. It's not the best streaming experience, but It's lightens the load later, and I remember the funny parts. Should hold off till season 2 drops, then release the video. So that's such a good idea, and trust me, I've thought about that because when it came, like for example, my New Vegas video, I dropped it on the 15th anniversary, and I really thought about it. I was like, you know, however cool that is, for the video to do well, it probably would have been smarter just to release it sometime at or near Fallout or season 2 coming out. Because now it's like it's probably going to get lost in the sauce with the algorithm, which sucks. And you might be right about this video. The good thing about that, even though like, oh man, I didn't release a video and like that's time it's not being growing or whatever. The good thing about that is like for my X and Y video, that video was done like 2 weeks before it came out because I wanted to get it closer to ZA because I knew interest would be there. And like, I don't know if it's because I've grown my subscriber base or whatever, but like that video is my #1 video in terms of metrics. And it could be because the strategy of like uploading close to ZA, or it could be the subscriber base or both. I haven't really built a huge Fallout subscriber base, so it might be wiser to just hold off on this video closer to season 2. It's not that far away either. I think it comes out in December. Damn it, Cornborn, now I gotta like, thank you for saying that, but now like that's such a good idea. I forgot where the key is. Oh, here's the auto dock. I don't even need to do this whole thing. Oh, never mind. I'm done. Found the Flamer Fallout 3 be really underwhelming. The passive burn damage is pretty meh. I agree, but we can do the Flamer and the Shish Kebab. Corn, how are you doing your Resident Evil video? Are you going to do it like, because I know your style, you like to talk about, like, concepts broadly, right? How often do you, like, because I'm still, with my style, I still kind of bounce around a bit. Sometimes I'll, like, talk about my specific playthrough in addition to talking about concepts. Sometimes I'll just, like, lean in heavily on concepts. There's a part in my girlfriend plays New Vegas video where she asked me, she's like, well, who did you choose as your companion? Did you talk about it in the video? And I kind of felt bad. I was like, you know, I really didn't talk about it in the video. I talked about it in a broad sense. I'm always trying to like find exactly how I want to do it. Because the benefit of like talking about your personal experience is that separates you from any other retrospective that just focuses on the gameplay, doesn't really give their personal anecdotes or experiences. But then I guess some people who are there, they just want to hear the information. I don't know. What's up, Young Came? Yeah, radiation. Any update on the girlfriend playing Blue, or are you saving that for a vid? Do you want to know? I don't. Do you guys want me to spoil a little bit of it? I will say she hasn't played much, but I can tell you some things. But she has my authentic cartridge and a Game Boy SP. She loves the SP, by the way. She never grew up playing any kind of games, but I gave her the SP. She's a small lady, so she really likes the SP. I say that because when I pick up an SP now, it's not like when I was a kid. If you pick up an SP as an adult, watch, your hands will like interlock together. It's insane. I didn't know that because I hadn't touched an SP in like 15 years, more than that, like 20 years probably. Like whenever the DSs started coming out, I don't think I ever touched my SP again. So it's like I was a kid last time I had held one. Broad sense with personal stories intertwined. See, I'm similar in script structure, not video structure, but I think we're both doing the right thing. I think that's the way to go. People want to get to know you and hear your anecdotes. They're definitely not made for big American hands. Dog meat best companion. He's the one that just gallops away from you to the horizon and has his own adventures with an SP in each hand. So do you guys want to know who her starter is? There's something I do every time I come back to Caesar's Legion. Caesar. Sorry guys, Caesar. I don't want to spoil it. He's talking about me. I killed the NCR Ranger with a machete. Props to you doing a New Vegas video. I considered it. Put 20 hours in. Got like 10% done. And I was like, where do I even start? That's such a great point, too. A Pokemon game is like, you can finish that in under a week, maybe. I'm talking in terms of like a YouTuber. And, maybe write as you go. Write down your thoughts. Fucking Bethesda games? Fallout games? Like, what do you... It takes you like 120 hours to, for you to like, if you're anything like me, it takes a long time because you want to kind of do everything. Anyway, so I decided to crucify Benny. And I wonder if he will die eventually. He's been here for like 2 weeks. He held out longer than Jesus. We'll put it that way. Yes, she chose Squirtle. She chose Squirtle, and I think, it's fun. Like, I'm her. Whenever she needs help, she can ask me. You know what I mean? So I don't really try to intervene.
Caesar sleeps, but doesn't awaken. I fear it is only a matter of days before death claims him. You will answer to me until such a time as Caesar is able to resume leadership. Legate Lanius will take Caesar's place at the head of the Legion. The Legate is a fine warrior, and the Legion will do well under his command.
All right, let's go heal our dude. Caesar is in a coma and is near death. Only an operation to remove the tumor from his brain will save him. You have both a set of surgical tools and a doctor bag. Whether it'll be enough to save Caesar's life, however, remains to be seen. Medicine. I don't have medicine 75. I thought. Oh, okay. So I don't need it. Cool. Hearing how betrayed you were and how much she loved Boone was funny. Good. I like that video. I thought we had a lot of fun.
I trust this payment is adequate compensation for your troubles. Now, lest we grow sentimental here, the time for battle will soon be upon us. Legatus Linnaeus draws nigh. When he arrives, my legion will assault Hoover Dam. In the meantime, the profligates have prepared a welcome gift for us. The president of the NCR intends to visit Hoover Dam.
I will kill President Kimball for you.
That's what I like to hear.
What's up, dad jokes?
Set up camp near Hoover Dam.
Thank you. I like, especially coming from someone with your username. That means a lot. Mr. Yes, yeah, you like Mr. Yes. See, that's what's so pure. You know who gave me the idea was, guys, you don't understand. So when I was still in Iraq, I had a coworker named Chris who played Yellow for the first time. Because similar to my girlfriend, both of them wanted to go back to the very beginning. Because I suggested, I was like, oh, do you want to play like Fire Red Leaf Green? Do you want to play Let's Go Eevee? Let's Go Pikachu? They're like, no, I want to go to like the very beginning. I was like, oh, interesting. So Chris played Yellow, and guys, it was like right before I started really getting into YouTube. I was kind of making videos, but like not quite. I hadn't found my stride. So I wasn't like recording it. I wasn't like writing the stuff that was happening. It was so beautiful, just pure like. God, it was so amazing. Like all the funny stuff that happened and just watching. I kept telling him, I'm like, dude, if I would have recorded this would have been magic, bro. So anyway, I've been trying to chase that again, and I think my girlfriend's like, so she's very, she's modest. She's pretty quiet if we're out in public and stuff like that. When we're alone, she's great. She's great either way. Okay, what I'm trying to say is like she's not like So I was surprised. I was like, hey, would you ever go on mic and talk about your experiences playing these games? She's like, oh yeah, yeah. I was like, really? And then I recorded the Fallout 3 video with her, and even from there, I was like, I think people will like this. I like it. The algorithm's not really doing me any favors because I was looking at the analytics on it, and it said half the people who watched the first video were my subscribers. So it only pushed it to like 600 people who have not seen my content. I'm like, that's not... Come on, man. Come on, man. What am I going to take? I think medicine. Ooh, maybe some survival. 69. What perk am I taking? As Purifier of the Wasteland, you do 50% damage with melee and unarmed weapons against centaurs, night stalkers, spore plants, spore carriers, deathclaw super mutants, and feral ghouls. Your martial might is truly legendary. You do a large amount of additional damage through enemy blocks. How she explains she raised a camp and couldn't talk to Caesar is funny. TK Mantis. I've never seen that person's channel, but and I think it's because he built his channel on Fallout, but that got the impression rate on that video that he uploaded was like pushed everywhere. Like I have 3 different YouTube accounts. One of them is like just for me watching, and the other 2 are like the Libid ones. Every single one of them, that video was being pushed, and I was like, geez, YouTube, help me out sometime. By the way, if you notice his thumbnail, I'm glad I didn't go with the first one I was talking about. I think I'm going to do Unstoppable Force. If you're not being negative about Pokemon, you get penalized. Yeah, that's the elephant in the room. You guys want to talk about that? What a crazy... There's so much crazy about it. I'm actually like quite proud of myself because by metrics, that video did amazing. Like views and even like to dislike. It's like a 93 like to dislike, 93% likes to dislike. You got the vocal minority in the comments, but 3 or 4 months ago, I'd been like, oh my God, people are upset with me. I don't care. I didn't have any agenda. I spoke my mind. You disagree with what? YouTube being very Emma, what does that mean? Return to Caesar. So how am I going to assassinate him? How am I going to assassinate him? I'm already vilified by the NCR. So maybe getting an NCR disguise. The only thing is like, isn't it Fallout with their disguise thing? Or am I thinking of Mercenaries where if you get close to an officer, they can tell that you're not one of them? I think New Vegas might have that same concept. All right. So I'll take his armor. And we'll see if this will be enough as I go to Hoover Dam. Whatever you say about Pokemon, I'll go out of my way to be viciously opposed. You choose a starter? Typical noob. They both have a variation on it, yeah. I kind of forget the full name of his channel. He's a big PokeTuber, like John Smith Plays. He left a nice comment. He likes the game, but he was like, you know, at least you beat it, and like I respect your opinion. We need more people who actually like finish the game to speak on it. And I thanked them and stuff. I thought that was really nice to like, you know, watch a smaller YouTuber and like hear me out. Even though, you know, like I was upset. I even say in the video, I'm like, yeah, I am being pretty petty. I'm annoyed. But it is funny. I've wanted, I don't know how to do good research on this, but I've wanted to make a video about fandoms or like I guess shilling or something. Like certainly not all Pokemon fans, because like again, the video did great in general. So I know I'm talking about a minority, but that minority is so interesting to me. Like the idea that like, you know, sometimes I even feel like I kind of bend over backwards to be positive sometimes. Like, I don't think I'm being fake, but I'll spend a lot of time talking about good things because I think I'm like, you know, I really want to be balanced. Like I want to give the good things a highlight as well as negative things. Right. And, in so many videos, it feels like, you know, and by the way, I like the first 5 generations of Pokemon. So if I had this insinuation that like, oh, he just loves all Pokemon, it's really because like I do love those first 5 generations, and I'm getting into territory where I'm not like completely in love with these games as I am with the first 5 generations. So it's like, you know, some people are gonna be like, wait, he's not the everything is amazing guy. It's like, no, like I think critically, and I might not get everything right, but it is my perspective. Okay, so now I'm a member of the NCR on paper. That's super wild. I've seen so many reviews where the review were clearly only played like 3 hours of the game. You can kind of tell too, because like if you watch their footage, it's always the first like 2 or 3 hours of the video, which, of the game, which it doesn't always mean they didn't play the whole game. It just might mean that like, you know, because we're getting good footage. I have a 4 terabyte. I have two hard drives. 2 solid state drives. One of them is 2 terabyte. The other one is 4 terabyte. I got the 4 terabyte just for gameplay footage. God damn it! So anyway, but you're probably right. Like they probably didn't play too much of it. They wanted to get the video out quick. Because that's the name of the game too. That video already, like it's down to, it went from, you know, thousands of views every hour to now it's down to like 200 views. Which is funny. I'm not in the territory of like review or trying to catch a trend. Kinda, like releasing a Fallout New Vegas video closer to season 2. Kinda, but as far as like the virality of videos, I don't really chase that. So that was interesting seeing that side of it. It's like, oh, okay, interesting. Like this is now I get why people do things the way they do, or why a YouTuber might only play a few hours of a game, push it out. Because they're kind of like, I get it. I'm figuring out the game. It doesn't mean I'm going down that road. That's another thing is fighting like accusations of, oh, you're hating for no reason. You're following a trend. I think I have out of 40 videos, like 2 negative videos where it's like, it wasn't the agenda. It's just like, I have a negative or a critical view of the topic I'm talking about. 2 out of 40 videos. My first one was the Todd Howard one. That came out in May. And that video still gets tons of views. Like, if I was just chasing, like, negativity or trying to be mean to people or, like, wouldn't I just kept doing that thing, but I didn't? Like, that's because that's not what I want to do. But at the same time, I understand it because somebody stumbles on a big video. They don't really know you. They don't really know what you've done. I did appreciate your take on it, though. Or I actually like ZA so far. I've yet to beat it, but I can admit I will be forgiving than most because I haven't played any modern Pokemon game. The newest one I played previously was Soul Silver. I did appreciate your take on it, though. It's okay to have criticisms for something, but some of the people were just too critical and too nitpicky. Yeah, so, I mean, some of mine might have been nitpicky. Like when I complained about the dialogue, but I don't know. I'm annoyed at like pretend choices. Todd Howard denies godlike shitpost. Where am I going? I don't know how to do this assassination with like. I don't know how to do this assassination. Because they know quickly. Oh, here we go. Okay, I gotta go back. What? How did I fit? No. What happened? What happened? All right, we have to do that again.
By order of Kaiser.
I'm glad I did that poll. It helps me a little bit, but I'm not really sure what to do after this video. I'm thinking of doing Final Fantasy 1 because on the Patreon I like. Sometimes I do the intros that early because it fires me up to make the video, and I like that intro. So I'm like, now I really want to like play the game and make the video. I think Final Fantasy 1 will be that should be like a 20-minute video probably. Shouldn't be too long. You left the mission area. What the fuck? It's never done this. That's awesome. Cool. Thanks JavaScript. I think my game crashed now. That's cool. Dude, get out of here. Final Fantasy.
Kaisar's.
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about the burned mannequin.
I thank you for saving my life.
I know what people mean now when they say there's like not that much NCR content compared to NCR. There is so much NCR content. When it comes to Caesar, it's just not nearly as much. Sorry, the Java stuff messed me up. They religiously glaze it. So I've never played it either, But there's all these franchises, Cornborn, that like I've long heard about and like wanted to experience for myself, and that's one of them. Is Final Fantasy. And for whatever reason, I know a lot of people say you don't have to play them all in order. I kind of want to, though, because I want to see the progression of it. My Pokemon videos have a, like, you know, I started Red and Blue, and I'm in Gen 6 now. And I kind of want to do that with Fallout, or not Fallout, with Final Fantasy. The issue is now I'm in territory where I know nothing about the franchise. So it's like, I don't know if I do them. I think I'll still call them Experience, because that's like my brand. But, or I've set that up. I didn't come up with that naming scheme, but you know what I'm saying. But now I have to lean on my personal experience because I don't know. I don't have all these like personal anecdotes as far as like back in the I played this when I was such and such, and I don't have this foreknowledge, like an in-depth knowledge like I do for like Red and Blue. You know what I mean? So I have to kind of lean in on more of like I'm gonna just condense my gameplay and the story of my gameplay into a video, and hopefully people like it. Like. Cornborn, how are you going to do your Resident Evil video?
Hello.
I never played Resident Evil, but the fresh takes are just dope. It's just as dope as reminiscing. Yeah, it's like the people who do happen to watch the girlfriend videos. I think people appreciate a game they like being played by maybe not a particular audience that is used to playing those games, but also giving their fresh experiences. Like there was somebody who's like, "Wow, getting somebody who's played New Vegas for the first time video 15 years after it came out is so cool." I'm like, "That's awesome. That's kind of what I was going for." I just beat it for the first time. Oh, so you've already beat it. Nice, dude. Only Final Fantasy I played was 10 because my brother with our PS2 played it till got stuck at a wedding scene because I couldn't backtrack and grind. Was a good 2 weeks deep into that point. Dang, dude. My brother loves Final Fantasy 10. He's not really a sports guy, but he loves that. What's that ball game? I told him I was going to do this series. He's like, dude. He's like, hurry up and get to Final Fantasy X. I'm like, I don't know how quickly that's going to be. But he's like, because when you get there, I can help you with the ball game. I was like, okay. Ooh. Ooh. Blitzball, yeah. Yeah. Blitzball's so good when you win. Mm-hmm. I do want to win. So the audio in today's stream has been fine? Everything's good to go? Has it cut out? What is the quality like? Is everything good? Forgive me having to ask, but some of you know why.
It's about time you showed up. I was starting to get lonely out here by myself. So you're the big shot that Caesar put in charge of this mission. I've heard about you. You've got quite the reputation already. Well, let's get down to business. Once we get started, we're going to be on a tight schedule. Are you ready to do this? Good. Now Kimball is scheduled to give his speech tomorrow. We'll rest here tonight and talk over the plan first thing in the morning.
What's up, Bumpkin?
Get some sleep. You've got a big day ahead of you.
Is the hardcore legionary path good? I've been running a melee build and just started Caesar quest, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. You know, I'm not quite done I've been really enjoying the melee build because it's not something I normally do in Fallout games. I'm like very bad at like when I play Fallout games, I like to do the same thing over and over again. Um, I've been better about like expanding, and the melee is fun. Survival mode is cool. The Legion, I've always heard that it has much less content than the NCR, and that's probably due to like development reasons, them not having a lot of time. That's true. There's not as nearly as much Legion content as is NCR. So that kind of sucks because I'm enjoying it. So do I say I have, of course I have a plan. I haven't given much time. I don't need a plan to put a bullet in his head. I'm not sure what to say. Eon Kane, you were saying do the explosives. How do I do that? The thing is, I kind of have to like have a little bit of forethought because I don't have skills in like anything else. I have like melee. I'm a big dumb brute. Okay. I have no sneak. I have no lock picking. I'm just a big dumb idiot. You don't hear the game very well. Does anybody else want the game audio up a little bit? I'm hard of hearing too, dad jokes, so I get it. Audio's good, okay. I have to have a explosive skill of 50. I don't. I do think that the Fallout New Vegas DLC is better than 3, yes. I've seen people say the opposite. I disagree. I think the New Vegas DLC is better. I like how they're all intertwined with the main game. Like, all of them are doing references to the Burned Man, Elijah, Ulysses. They're teased in the main game. Like, you see the Burned Man lives. You see Ulysses leaving notes for you. You hear Johnson, Nash, and Prim talk about Ulysses. It's cool. Like, I like how and then just beyond references, I think the gameplay is really great in all of them. They all do very different things. You know, the sneaking gameplay is a totally different style of sneaking in Dead Money than anywhere else in Fallout 3 or New Vegas. The way that they're using the proximity emitters, the way that you have to like, you have to balance proximity emitters with the enemies. I don't know, it's really cool. You don't mind the audio going up? Okay, let's do it. See how this sounds. Cornborn, the reason why I did that was because anytime I didn't stream something Pokemon, I was like losing subs. And I'm like different now. Like, I don't think I need to, maybe I shouldn't care so much now. But there was like there were streams when I had like 5,000 viewers or 5,000 subs where like I would stream something non-Pokemon and I could see my sub count because I watch it like a hawk and I'd lose like 10 subs because, and my assumption was because people are like, I don't want to be notified or I don't want to on my homepage see, I didn't subscribe to him for that. And I'm annoyed by that. So like every time I streamed, it seemed like I was like losing subscribers. And then I was like, is that why other people I know make a second streaming channel? For example, Pro Jared, he has a streaming channel separate from his main channel. The benefit of doing it on your main channel is you are going to get a lot of viewers, because that is a difference of when I was streaming on my main channel, I was getting a lot of viewers on YouTube, which is hard. Like, getting a lot of viewers on YouTube is like difficult, because people normally go to Twitch or Kick or whatever. So I was getting a lot of viewers, but I was like losing subs. And the priority with me is like, I'm at the point where, and you don't need to disclose Cornborn, but I don't mind saying it. I'm at the point where I'm making money. When I first started, I was losing money. I started breaking even, and now I'm making a little bit of money. And when I say making money, I'm like a couple $100 above breaking even. What I'm trying to say is like streaming is not my priority. I make longish form. You know, people make fucking 8-hour videos now. I don't know. I mean, for me, long form. I make long form videos on YouTube. That's what's keeping this going, right? This is keeping the dream alive. So if anything was going to affect my subtotal, I was like, I can't do that. Now, a second channel where you should only be subscribing if that's exactly what you want, is you want to see streaming. You shouldn't be getting mad if like I stream. That was what I was thinking. And two, the people who are already on my main channel shouldn't be annoyed, or like their homepage won't be like, my stream keeps popping up and they don't care. That's why I made the second channel, because even when I was streaming on the main channel, it's not like streaming was bringing me in a bunch of income or anything like that. So I was like, why am I sacrificing subs on the main channel to stream, is my thought process. There's your 18-minute answer to your simple question. I can't blame my hearing on the 3 earplugs though. How about you? I was being told at MEPS. Oh, are you a veteran too? Dad jokes, you sound like my twin. Did they always just give you a pass? Because throughout my military career, it was very clear at MEPS when I went. It was very clear I had hearing issues. When I was a kid, I had 50%, like, I don't know what they call it. So I was pretty poor growing up. I was raised by a single mom. When I've tried to ask her about this stuff, she's like, well, I didn't really have the money to do all the doctor's things, but we did most of it. We got tubes in your ears. And then she's like, and then you kind of just started hearing a little bit better, a little bit. So I don't really have these answers, but I went to MEPS, and from the day I joined in July 26, 2011, until I got out in 2018, November 26, 2018, from beginning to end, whenever we had hearing tests, they were like, either stop hitting the button when you don't hear a noise, or you can hit the button when you hear the noise, because they're like, you gonna hit the noise? I ran the revolver during Dead Money on my NCR run and destroyed. My favorite DLC was Lonesome Road for the enemy design. Lonesome Road. I like it too. The enemy design is cool. I say it in my video. What I really liked about Lonesome Road was the dilapidation and destruction is so good. Like, it's the first time in either of the Bethesda era, I know this is Obsidian, in those Fallout games, where I felt like it looked so real. Like, it looked like in all these games they have to make it look ruined, but they kind of show you, they give you a path to walk around. Lonesome Road is like everything looks just destroyed, and like really destroyed, and I like it a lot.
I've been spying in the dam for quite a while now.
I remember the exact date. Those are big dates in my life. And also for the join date, you have to remember that for certain things. I'm forgetting why you have to remember that for certain things, but I feel like I had to remember that date for like a million things when I first joined.
Suggestions, huh? I'd suggest you play to your strengths. There's probably plenty of ways to kill Kimball. Just find one that works best for you. We'll have a few hours before he arrives. You should look around and see if you can find anything that you can use. Just be careful. You don't want to cause a scene before Kimball even shows up. I've been able to get some basic information on the schedule for...
Felt like a nuclear war zone, right? Which fits with the setting.
Security details.
Do you guys have does anybody know what I should do for this assassination? Because I have no idea how my skills would translate to taking him out.
The president is scheduled to arrive sometime in the afternoon. It's going to be a short visit to boost morale for the NCR troops. He's going to arrive, give a speech, and then leave. No meet and greet, no questions, just a quick in and out. They're probably afraid something is going to happen. For good reason. I wasn't able to find a final itinerary for his visit, but if you can find one, you can get more details on what's going to happen. Security is going to be tight. Rangers are stationed all around the observation deck where Kimball is going to give his speech. Security is led by a Ranger Grant. He's a pretty rough guy who's seen a lot of combat. It's best if you steer clear of him. The crowd consists of troopers and a few select civilians who were lucky enough to bribe their way in. They shouldn't cause much trouble for you. Finally, there's the additional security that Kimball will be bringing with him. I wasn't able to find out much on that. If I had more time in their computers, I could have accessed the full duty roster and guard deployment. Maybe you'll have better luck. I have some disguises for us. I've already got mine. A wealthy Brahmin baron who bribed his way into seeing the president. As for you, I have an NCR trooper uniform that I acquired. It'll fool most of the troopers and civilians, but it probably won't fool the Rangers. Well, I have a bomb here that can be put on the vertibird that will detonate at a certain altitude. But it's a little unstable and dangerous. I'll be in the crowd. Do whatever you need to do. Then, here's your disguise. This'll get you past most of the NCR there. But watch out for the Rangers. Odds are this won't fool them. I'll meet you there. Good luck.
Okay, so let's try this. I mean, could I just wear the black combat armor? Oh no, I have to. I don't have a gun. Can I get a gun from somebody? Oh, there's a dead ranger up here, I think. Oh, I do have guns. Never mind. I have a service rifle. That should be enough, right? It'd be better if I had like an anti-material rifle, but... Oh, I have a chainsaw, by the way. What's interesting in Legion is even that bad, supposedly, compared to the original version. What do you mean? So... Is there like a... I know on the NCR side of this mission you can go to like a... God damn it! I knew it! I knew it! Oh, I have Devour. And Van Buren, the original Fallout 3 was supposed to... They were supposed to be a lot worse. That's cool. How crazy is it that like you work for Black Isle, the game you thought you were going to make doesn't end up happening, and then years later you get to come back and like basically make at least some of the game you'd been wanting to make. That's such a cool... I don't know. I think it's really cool.
Make it quick. We don't... Good timing. Looks... I hope you're up.
Okay. So I'm going to try to shoot him. I wonder if you could just like run up and kill him when he shows up, right? Like with like my normal melee stuff. It'll just be like a... There he is. Really liked how Josh played Cyberpunk 2077 and Dora mentioning how much better the 2.0 update was compared to the original. I'd like to play that someday. I've also heard how good the update has been to it. What has more damage? Ooh, the trail carbine, okay. Oh my god, is he stuck? The president's stuck. You guys see that? Are you shitting me? Oh my god. What happens if I wait? I can't wait. What happens if I leave and then come back? Nope. Well, this is New Vegas. Oh my god. What do I do? Do I just try to do it from here? Like how nobody's reacting. I don't want to use console commands because I'm going for achievements. Or not, yeah, achievements. Can't make this up even when you try. Hey, that's going in the video. That's just content, baby. Oh! Maybe I should pay attention. The scriptwriter for the stream's doing a great job. The opening for this video will be interesting because my bad. I wasn't wearing my disguise. Each New Vegas bug is personal. The opening will be interesting for this video because you can't join the Legion for a while. Like you have to go and meet Vulpes after confronting Benny at the tops. So the beginning of the video is like I was like kind of wrestling with like how quickly do I try to get to that point, and I was like, I don't want to waste. So what I'm trying to say is like before I even join, there's probably going to be like 5 to like 7 minutes of before I join. What do you guys think of that? Or do you guys think I should just like try to condense that time down to like 2 minutes and just get to the point where I join? Because the things that'll be in there is like, I mean, it's not that much. Like, for example, it's just going to talk about taking over good springs with the powder gangers, kind of working with the powder gangers. Then I go to Nipton, where I finally get to meet the Legion for the first time. That's when Legion stuff starts kind of happening. What? How do you... How do they know? Oh, they're already hostile? Damn it. So the last time I did this, they didn't become hostile. Don't mind me, I'm just a typical NCR trooper carrying around a chainsaw. It was issued to me. That's one of the... I like thinking about certain details of this universe, like how much unregulated weaponry would be allowed in like a standing army, and you know, back in the Roman times, and even before that in Greece, you'd kind of like bring your own stuff. I know I can shoot him, but the issue is, maybe I could just talk to this guy right away, go up to the tower. So, Eon came, what I'm trying to say is, the trooper up there will immediately start shooting you. The first time I did this, the trooper, nobody went hostile towards me. The second time, when I killed the trooper in the tower, but the first time's issue was that the president got stuck. The second time, this crew became hostile, but the mission won't start until I talk to this guy. So now I'm going to try talking to this guy, telling him I'm ready, going up to the tower, and maybe it'll be fine. I still have people... I'm in danger still, so they know I did it. Okay. Nobody's looking at me yet. Okay, there's the president. Okay, so nobody's any wiser. Nobody's none the wiser to my shootout I just had. Okay, the president is coming. What's crazy is that that trooper down there looked at me. That was cool. I don't know if they were suspicious.
Thank you, my fellow Californians, who have come so far to answer the call to service put forth by the Republic. It is for you.
Hold on, is my limb? Why am I shaking like that?
That I am able to do so. We enjoy our privileges because you take the greatest of risks.
Woo! Got him! Okay, we're running. We gotta run. Can I jump into the water? Can I jump into Lake Mead? Oh my god. I'm gonna get away with it. Oh God. So I'm no longer. No, I'm under caution. Okay. I need flat ground to walk away. I'll go over here, maybe. Maybe I just go back. Okay. We're good. Whew. Flawless. First try, of course. No! Oh, God damn it! I was wearing my disguise. You know, they never give you like a cool set of armor.
By order of Kaiser.
I've been waiting for a moment for the Legion to give me like, oh man, thanks for working with us. Here's a bunch of armor. Haven't gotten it yet. Drink while you're at it for HP. Yeah, I could have done that.
What?
18 months, 84 Metascore. I think this is a pretty good game for 18 months. The whole Metacritic score, too. Maybe they should have done it by sales, because it's subjective, right? Always wanted Lanius's armor. That's kind of what I thought would happen, is like some kind of thing where like they give me customized armor, or yeah, because like for the video it's gonna be kind of, you know, boring not to have, you know, I'm gonna be wearing normal like black leather armor and stuff.
You dispatched President Kimball with real skill. Right under their noses, too. What a humiliation. My forces are in a position to assault the dam. Legatus Linnaeus has assumed command. Are you ready to go to him? To tell him to begin the assault? Good. In hoc signo torus vinces. Report to Legatus Linnaeus immediately. He'll brief you on the plan of battle. Come back victorious, or don't come back.
You're committing to fight with Caesar's Legion at the Battle of Hoover Dam, which will determine the fate of New Vegas for decades to come. If there's anything you want to do before you enter battle, do it now before you cross the point of no return. Dude, I'm ready. You retrieved your stuff? Cool.
Awe, true to Kaiser.
Ooh, I've never been in this tent.
Legatus, a
Whoa.
stranger arrives, one who bears the mark.
Finally, Mars has accepted my sacrifices and unleashes me. You are the courier Lord Caesar has spoken of. The slaughter begins then. My army has been ready for some time now. My orders were to await the coming of a messenger. You are messenger and message both, it would seem. Our forces are better equipped to take objectives than hold them. I do not wish to defend this place if another option exists. Our opponents follow a strict chain of command, which is both a strength and weakness. I intend to use you to strike at that weakness. Find the enemy commander, this General Oliver. Kill him or his resolve. Do this and his cowards will retreat, leaving the dam to us. The word means butcher in Latin. I was granted the name after proving myself in several battles. Perhaps after today's battle, you too will learn yourself a new name. I live to serve Caesar's will, and the will of the Legion. If my victory serves them both, then I am pleased. They are passable foes. Like their citizens, they prefer their war from a distance, and at that, they excel. Their leaders have on occasion shown brilliance. Their rangers in particular have adapted well to our strategies. But their rangers are few, and this General Oliver we face is not their best. I regret not being able to face Hanlon, the one who led them last time. Their men take comfort in, and rely on, killing at a distance. They will not have the luxury of such comforts this time. Our warriors will wash over them in a tide of blood, severing arms before they can attack, legs before they can run, and heads before they can pray. So yes, fortune favors our chances, messenger, provided you move quickly. It was not intended for war. Its topsides are bound to two intake towers by a series of bridges. No doubt snipers nest there. On the far side of the dam, a small building provides access to the power plant below. That is where Oliver hides.
I guess I'm not sure. I'm ready to deal with Oliver now. I'll pay Oliver a visit.
Mars's eyes are upon...
I kind of thought the battle would just start. Whoa. Oh, it is starting. Okay. God damn it. This is the bad part about being a melee character. Come here. This is a strategy I picked up, though, is like provoking them and then having them come chase you, and they come around the corner and they're like right there. I guess this fire doesn't hurt me. Cool. Close enough. Oh! Damn, I thought Lanius would, like, be in the fight with us. From this side of the bridge, you can see New Vegas, and that's really cool, because I've been on the other side of this, and, like, you know, you just see Caesar's Camp. Which makes sense, but now you can see, like, Vegas off in the distance. That's so badass.
Solway, courier. How goes the battle in the east? Good news indeed. The enemy is much more fortified ahead, and have snipers set up at key positions to keep our men pinned down. In addition, they've managed to beat back our men emerging from the intake tower ahead and secure it. If we could just get rid of those damn snipers, or release our waiting men in the intake tower, we'd have the manpower to storm their positions. Any assistance you...
Is there any supplies in here? Any stim packs? What's up here? Not much in here. I need to let you do 99% of the work. Just put his name on the project before handling. There's a ranger. Whoa!
The outsider who gained our master's favor. You prove yourself as cunning as the rumors report. My men await in the tunnel below. I'm to divide them between the dam top and the tunnels that lead to the western power plant. Leave none alive!
Take out the snipers who have taken up the position in the western part of the dam. Whoa! Oh, he's dead. Nice. Oh, it's a cons. Right? Yeah, nice. Oh shit. Where's my homies? Hey, come here. Help me. Okay. So the cons are gonna come with me? What about you guys? Come. Come. You're you're getting in there. This is gonna be tough. What's cool is there's backstory on this armor. I noticed this in my NCR playthrough that they had like Brotherhood armor. I'm like, how do they get that? And there's a part where you talk to the Brotherhood and they talk about that. They're like, hey, like the NCR has been collecting Brotherhood armor from like battles that we've had and stuff. Like, in order to have an alliance with them, we want our power armor back. I'm like, that's so cool. Like, they thought about so much stuff in their own lore, which I know seems like obvious, but like even little like things like that, instead of reading it in a terminal, there's actually voice acted things talking about that. How do I not get banned in your chat? I don't know. If you want an expedited banning, I'll tell you. Or I can do that for you. Why are you killing the NCR? Because I'm playing it for the Legion. Wonder how they got power armor training, though? Yeah. Since you're so beholden to it, right? Is the only way to get it in this game to work with Brotherhood? Do I want to ban you? No, I don't want to ban you. I'm saying if you wanted to get banned, you seem interested in ways that you can get banned. Probably better things to do with your time. Look at this guy. He's so scared. Sorry, man. I made it quick, though. Do I have a doctor's bag? I do. I have several. Let's get some stim packs going. Can't remember if I need training NCR Ranger armor, though. Shit! Come here! Got him. Damn, you get 100 XP per Ranger. I mean, it makes sense. It should. I love the total chaos in here, man. Because I'm that good. Dude. There's so much room to grow. You know, that's the thing though, is like I'm kind of doing a Legion run. There's not that much Legion content compared to NCR content. Now, if I was doing an NCR run, there's like so many side missions you can do for the NCR, and you know, I did non-Legion stuff in the playthrough. Like I did taking over Good Springs with Powder Gangers and some other side missions, but overall the focus is trying to showcase playing as a legionary. And the truth is there's just not as much. Like I don't need to 100% the game to kind of show this side of the game.
So you must be the courier of the report teacher. Pass this message on to your commander. Hoover Dam will not fall while I still draw breath. This battle is far from over. Once the reinforcements from McCarran arrive, the counteroffensive will begin. If that's true, then there's nothing else for it. My men and I will hold out as long as we can. And go where? According to you, the road west is blocked. And while you might let us by, I highly doubt your allies will do the same.
Whoa. Where are my Legion homies? It'd be nice to have Lanius right about now. I kind of wish there was like a... It'd be interesting to see what their internal documents say about Legion stuff, because it'd be cool to it'd be cool to have like a power struggle with Lanius. You know what I mean? For like Caesar's favor. It's just strange. There's always like talk of Lanius, but you don't really see him till kind of the end, you know? And I wonder, with all the talk about how much more they wanted to do with the Legion, if that was any kind of plan to have him more in the game, but also, this is me speculating, but have like a power struggle with him over Caesar's favor. Oh, they booby-trapped. Everything... These bastards! They booby-trapped it!
So you must be the courier the reports mentioned. Pass this message on to you. Do you really...
God, do it! The chainsaw does this sometimes. If you've noticed, like the whole playthrough today has been fine. Sometimes the chainsaw gets like dumb, and you'll press the trigger button, nothing will happen because it's being delayed, and then it'll happen, but it'll only do it like it won't do this. It'll just do like one. It'll be like, meh. This is my strategy. You provoke them and you wait. Come on, come here. Nope, come here. Come over here. There we go. That's what I was waiting for. Peekaboo! Okay, now that we know about the traps, well, I have to be agile like a Night Stalker. Dang it. Okay. Do I have any grenades? I do. I don't know if it hit them, but it set off the trap. Oh my god! This is cool. The sequence is cool. Okay, so... okay. Dude, those sniper rifles are kicking my ass. What? How? You shot through the wall? Oh my god. I've been swindled. Damn it!
So you must be the courier the...
They're built different, yeah. Whoa! Excuse me? Excuse me? Why? Is he supposed to, like, be at a spot? So I can't kill him yet? What is this? What is that?
Over here. Over here. I'm hit.
I don't know what that was. I think he's supposed to not be there yet. Okay, I'm just gonna eat this NCR Ranger real quick while we figure it out. Just gonna hand me some Ranger real quick. Am I stuck? Dude. This battle is pretty anticlimactic thanks to the stability and crashes. You have to kill the other troopers? No, I can't move.
So you must be the courier.
And then, I couldn't kill Lee Oliver. Like, he was invulnerable. So, which makes me think, like, the level structure is you're not supposed to confront him yet. Like, but I guess he's not able to get to a spot he was at. If I need to kill the NCR troopers to kill him, they should just not have him be anywhere where I can combat him, because, like, making him randomly, like, invulnerable to damage is... Just have it so when I kill the Rangers, he shows up. The thing is, I don't think this is intended, because he's only shown up once. So I don't think it was supposed to happen like that. Gamebryo clunkiness. Oh god. Damn it, that was stupid of me. Kicking my ass, dude. I could have used my grenades there to, like, set off a bunch of the traps.
So you must be the courier.
I'm, like, starting to rush because I've already done it a few times, and now I'm like, oh, like, let me just get to the part. This is a cool part, like the whole, like, trying to make your way down the aisle. It's hard, but I'm enjoying it. Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm not worried about addiction at this point. We're about to beat it. Let's see if I can... Grenades.
redoubts remain, but their time is short. The general was the last source of concern. With their commander dead, the NCR will pull out of this region, allowing our conquest to continue westward, unopposed for a time. The Legion will swell with the number of slaves we will claim from this place, and the tribute we gather will fund further campaigns. Perhaps in time I will be granted the honor of conquering the land known as California. But for now we rest. Know that your efforts are appreciated and will not go unrewarded, but we can speak of that later. For now, come. We must see to the burning of the dead.
And so the courier who had cheated death in the cemetery outside Good Springs cheated death once again, and the Mojave Wasteland was forever changed. Caesar entered the Strip as though it was his triumph. The Legion pushed the NCR out of New Vegas entirely, driving them back to the Mojave Outpost. The Legion occupied all major locations, enslaving much of the population and peacefully lording over the rest. Under the Legion's banner, civilization, unforgiving as it was, finally came to the Mojave Wasteland. The Legion marched over the Hoover Dam with the help of one who was as brutal and merciless as the worst of them, the courier. Caesar honored him with a golden coin, minted in celebration of his contributions and distributed throughout the wasteland.
Without organized leadership, the remaining boomers slowly drifted away, leaving Nellis Air Force Base to be flooded by prospectors and scavengers. All of the boomers' accumulated knowledge quickly scattered, and their existence slowly faded from memory.
Buried beneath tons of rubble, the Mojave chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel was no more. Those few who were outside the Hidden Valley bunker when it was destroyed settled into new lives, or headed west to find a new chapter to join.
The Fiends attacked Camp McCarran during the Second Battle of Hoover Dam and suffered heavy losses. Caesar, unimpressed with their performance and their dependence on chems, had them exterminated.
After the Legion's victory, Caesar, out of a strange respect for his old fellows, allowed the followers safe passage out of the wasteland. Reluctantly, the followers accepted the offer and abandoned Old Mormon Fort to the Legion.
Travelers continued to stop by Good Springs Source for water on the Long 15, but rarely would anyone venture into the ruins of Good Springs itself. Those who did were almost always tourists, come to visit the graveyard where the courier rose from the dead.
As reward for their loyal service, Caesar forcibly integrated the great Khans into the Legion. The sick and elderly were killed. The women sold as wives to ranking officers, and the tribe's identity was annihilated. Though many great Khans mourned the death of their tribe, many more were ultimately satisfied with their revenge against NCR.
After their victory at Hoover Dam, Legion troops rolled through Freeside. The kings tried to fight back, but most were killed, and the rest fled into the wasteland.
Most powder gangers at the correctional facility fled into the wasteland rather than face the advancing forces of the Legion. Those brave or foolish to remain were killed or crucified by the merciless legionaries.
Armed with a wide array of improvised explosives and stolen weapons, the Vault 19 powder gang tormented the Mojave Wasteland for years. Citizens of the NCR were favorite targets, and they always suffered the worst fates.
And so the courier's road came to an end, for now. In the new world of the Mojave Wasteland, fighting continued, blood was spilled, and many lived and died just as they had in the old world. Because war never changes.
That's the Legion run. The Legion run is done. Very cool. It's kind of a quick stream. It's only less than 2 hours. I kind of want to keep streaming, but I don't know what to do. Yeah, the ending stuff is cool based on your decisions. I had fun. Yeah, not that much Legion content, unfortunately. But that's okay. Like, WNZ was talking about, like, well, you're only level 15. Well, the base game is like 30, right? And if you focus on doing the main mission, just kind of where you end up. And I didn't just do that. I tried to do all the Legion missions. The only one that I couldn't do was, or I didn't want to do, was the one where you say, or you get the Legion prisoner out of the NCR Camp McCarran holding cell. But you need good relations with both the Legion and with the NCR. And like, as my run, I was like, I'm not going to be nice to the NCR, even to free this guy. So shit. Kill D Nomina every playthrough. Yeah, people don't like him, huh? Okay, so dang, 23 viewers. Hey, people. I didn't even know how many viewers I had. Well, dang, that makes me want to keep streaming. At least 23 viewers on YouTube, it says. It might be lying to me. So was the Legion campaign all that you hope it would be? I thought it was okay. I think the journey was fun. I just wish there was more of it. Like, I wish there was more Legion content. What could I stream? I could just get off and start working on the video, but Cornborn brought up a good point where I could just I could have the video come out like 2 months from now when Fallout Season 2 comes out. I'll get ahead on work. It might mean there's no video this week, but it's okay. I don't need to rush. What happens if you do Dead Money, or sorry, what happens if you do Honest Hearts and you try to kill Joshua Graham? You've blessed us enough already this week. Yeah, I've been grinding. Final Fantasy. Hey, Eon Kane, how long are you going to be? If I were to stream longer, how long would you be here for? Because maybe I could start Final Fantasy. Could do some maintenance here while we think about it. Oh my God. Look at the file sizes. 46.9 gigabytes for the footage. It looks good though. Like me, like it look, what I'm saying, like, I'm happy with the quality. Oh, you can hear me? Oh, why is it recording my... I forgot to turn off my mic. It's fine. I do the audio in different tracks, so it'll remove this for the video, luckily. Feel free to start up. Okay, well, I'm going to get off. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to eat. Here, I'll move all this over for footage for later. New Vegas videos, New Vegas, Legion video, paste. Okay, so this is the Legion video. Bam. Isn't that cool? That's a lot of gigabytes here, folks. 1920 is insane. Is that bad? I thought you were the 1920 guy. I thought that's what you told me. But I'll be back a little bit later. So hopefully I see you guys there. And maybe we'll do Final Fantasy.